provide security, primary health, education, all the good things that we need to have a human capital that will help us develop. If you take a look later on at the graph that will show the education rate of Korea, it has the best, most skilled workforce in the world. You cannot develop with a workforce, human capital that is low. So we need to invest a lot in human capital. And we can do that if the government has enough resources to do that. And we get government to get away from the things that others can do better. And I compare it with the companies also. You know, when Valco came to Ghana in the early 60s, there were no private sector people to provide services to it. So we built a Valco hospital. It built Kaiser Flats to house its people. It had its own transportation. But now, the companies that come now, your people can go by Uber, they can go by taxi, they can go by buses. You don't need to do that. The same way, when the Ghana government, we lack the people. Imagine poor Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah trying to develop this country. How many engineers did we have? Doctors, skilled professionals, negligible. Now in Ghana, and I keep saying, there is no field of human endeavor that there are no Ghanaians performing at the highest level. When a great American senator had a problem with a brain cancer, one of the doctors working on him was a trained doctor, not from one of the heritage schools from Fancy Vincent or Gesson and this, Navrongo Secondary School. So we have the people, big data everywhere. We have the people. So the government can now step aside and let the people in. The only thing our people don't have is access to capital. And you and I, we are going to reimagine how we can capitalize them. So there are a few things that the government can do. The government, education, health, security. Our ports, no private citizen should be manning anything at the airports. Our airports are security gate. Harbors, the government should man them. But when it comes to railways, the government now has no business. We can give sovereign guarantee to Ghanaians. Some of them will own the tracks. Just like we own the roads. The government owns the roads. When it comes to running the rolling stock, I can own a rolling stock on the rail and say all I want is to take people and their cars from Accra to Kumasi for their funerals. You put your car in it, you sit in it, sleeper, it goes to Kumasi in the night, drops you, you get into your car and do your business. Is this new? It happened when I was young. That's why we are reimagining. The sleeper railway was there between you. You put your car on it, sit in it, when you go to Kumasi, get your car, drive it, put it right back and come back. So we are reimagining. The only condition, and so all the state enterprise that we have, there's no business in government owning banks, owning hotels, sell them to Ghanaians. Transparently, it's difficult, even some of my people in the NPP who believe in private enterprise. They are jealous of people because they are being sold. In my life, I've come across some of the wealthiest people in the world. Serious billionaires. I don't envy them. They sleep 3 hours a day, making sure other people are working. They create jobs for the people. Sleep 3 hours a day. They don't have time to enjoy their yachts and planes. They don't have time to sit and eat and drink the good wines that they can afford. Why do you envy them? One Ghanaian accepted that businessmen constituted a national asset to be cherished